Hi there, I'm Karen Hendershot, and I want to make this video today to explain to you how, once you're an Emerald coach, how the team cycle bonuses work. Okay, so here you are, and as we explained in the video prior to this, once you become an Emerald coach and you have two personally sponsored coaches underneath you, that's when you become Emerald and you're able to start earning the team cycle bonuses. Now, I did add your upline coach up here above you in green, and we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then I have some other colors on the diagram here to hopefully explain some of this, because it can get a little bit confusing. So here you are, and you have your two personally sponsored coaches, one on your left leg and one on your right leg. And then you can also see that maybe you signed up another coach and it's on your right leg. And then way down here, you have another personally sponsored coach on your left leg. But what's this green dotted line and what are some of these brown ones? Okay, so your upline is the person that you signed up underneath. And I have them up here in green. And they also have two legs. They have a left leg and a right leg. Now, in my example, I have you on your upline's left leg, and then you can see their right leg over here. That might not be the case for you. You might be on their right leg instead of their left leg, but it all still works the same. So here, and this is kind of my example, I'm on the left leg of my upline. Now, she has a right leg over here, and as you can see, as she builds her right leg, it's not really going to impact my team at all. This is going to come over this way, and it doesn't really impact any of what I'm doing with my own personal team. But if she does sign up another coach on her left leg, okay, here's her left leg, it's going to come down, and I have put this dotted line right here, and this is one of my upline's coaches, but as you can see, it's underneath me. So it's not a personally sponsored coach by me, but it is on my left leg underneath me and will eventually start helping me produce some team volume. So any other coaches that my upline coach puts on her left leg will come down and be on my left leg as well and help me produce volume. Okay. Now I've also added in a brown color, and you can see that maybe this personally sponsored coach that I signed up on my own team is now growing their business, and they have a left leg and a right leg also. So here's where their first coach is. Here's where their second coach is. They're now Emerald themselves. And now, even though this is the left leg and it's in line with me, their right leg is still underneath me. And that coach is still going to help me produce volume, which is different than my upline's right leg. It's not below me at all, and it's kind of out here on its own little territory. Okay, so my personally sponsored coaches, for example, if this one started growing their business too, and they have a left leg, any coach that they put down on their left leg would come down here, and their right leg would come out here. And again, it's going to help me produce team volume. So, same with this other side. They have the right leg, since they're on my right leg, okay? But if they started adding coaches to their left leg, as you can see, it's underneath me still, or underneath you, I should say. And all of these coaches are starting to be filling in underneath you, okay? So here's where the team cycle bonuses become something that can be very, very influential in the amount of income that you make. Okay, so here we have all of these coaches are on your left leg. They might be personally sponsored, they might be from your upline, or they might be from some of your personally sponsored down here, but they're all part of your left leg. Same here with your right leg. Now, your upline coaches, you'll see, are not going to filter into this right leg. It's their own right leg. Okay, but any of your personally sponsored coaches, if they start building their other leg, they're all part of your team. They're all going to help produce volume. So how the team cycle bonuses work is everybody is sharing and selling and making their own commission, but they're also producing volume by selling those things. So at the end of the week, from Wednesday night, when the new week starts on Thursday, from Thursday all the way until the next Wednesday at midnight Pacific time, they're going to accumulate volume for your whole entire left leg as team volume. So let's just say all of these coaches from Thursday all the way until Wednesday night, their volume combined is left leg volume is going to be 800. Okay, let's say that they have 800. Now, my right leg over here is a little bit smaller. Maybe I don't have as many coaches over there yet. And their right leg volume combined from the Thursday to the following Wednesday, let's say that they have, let's say 400 points, okay, of volume combined between everything that they've sold. So at the end of the week, Wednesday night at midnight, that's when our team cycle bonuses start getting calculated, so that on Thursday, when you find out what your paycheck's going to be the following week, you can see how many cycle bonuses that you made. So what they do is they take 200 points from the leg that's accumulated the most and 100 points from your other leg. So from here, if they were going to take 200 points out over here, they would take 200 and 100 from this one, minus 100, and that's going to be a cycle, one cycle, okay? So now this leg has 600 points left, and this leg now has 300 points. So again, they're going to take 200 points from the leg that has the most and 100 from the other. So they could take 200 from this leg, and another 100 from this leg, and that's going to be another bonus. Now, since they did that, this leg now has 400, this leg now has 200, and they can do the same thing. Minus 200, minus 100, and now you have a third cycle. So this one has 200, and this one has 100 left. And as you can see, that's going to be your fourth cycle from your team. Now, as an Emerald coach, every time that you cycle, Emeralds make $14 for every cycle. So you could sell and make your 25% commission and have that as part of your paycheck, but then your team below you has now had 800 volume points and 400 volume points, and you're going to make $14 every time you cycle. So 14 times the 4 is going to be another $56 onto your paycheck because your team was selling and producing volume. Okay? That's a good little chunk of change there for something that you didn't do. Now, you helped your team become better at sharing and selling and running your challenge groups, but you didn't do this. This is the bonus that you get because you're Emerald. Now, as you advance further into Ruby, Ruby gets $16 a cycle, and as a Diamond coach, you get $18 a cycle. So as you can see, if you were a Diamond and you cycled those 4 times at $18 a cycle, you can see that now you've made $72 extra just from the cycle bonuses that your team was producing with team volume. So if this coach starts building their team and that coach starts building their team, and you have lots and lots and lots and lots of coaches underneath you there producing volume, these team cycle bonuses are huge. They're huge. And as a Diamond coach, and recently beginning to get this onto my weekly paycheck, it's huge, okay? It can kind of take a little bit of the added pressure away from being so salesy that you can still have some of this income coming in, and you can really start focusing on your team and your coaches and helping produce coaches that are more like you to help build your business. And the more builders, the more volume, the more cycle bonuses, the more income. So it's huge, and it's pretty important, and the only way you can get those team cycle bonuses is by becoming Emerald. So that's your first step, just like our previous video, and hopefully this makes sense. I know it looks kind of messy, but hopefully it makes sense to you, and if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for listening.